So, what do you think can change this? Probably, in your opinion, is there any way that can change the?
I produce myself over 20 world champions all over the world, not over under me. From 5 years, from Eddy Choong, from Tan Ikan, Ng Bumbi, right to Eddy Choong and Yu Ho, right down the line. Alan Cox, Finn Cobru, you name it. Okay. I make the decision. Okay. If you talk from individual club, it's effective. But if you talk about the school and you talk about the headmaster of the school, the headmaster makes the final decision, as I explained just now. But if you take about all the schools, the education chief can direct the headmaster of one school, can move the players who are good in hockey to one school in the state. But if you talk about Malaysia, then the person, Minister of Education, controls everything. But if he's not interested in badminton, he is a figurehead. He's so busy. He's not interested in badminton. He might be interested in football or something. So you have a school full of potential like Penang Free School before. Top hockey, top badminton. But if the Penang education director says, I'm not interested. So the most important is the man who makes the decision.
Okay, great. What do you think about the current crop of Malaysian badminton players?
Okay, well, nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Only thing, the system is wrong.
Okay.
Nobody wants to speak up. Some people know, but they don't know how to put it into words. Example, Miss Boon. Some people know, but they do not want to speak. Like Thank you, son. Dato Thank you, son. Some people speak too much, like Dato Ikan. You won't last long.
Okay. There will be a big hole to fill once Dato' Lee Chong Wei retires. So, do you think you will have someone to replace him?
It comes down to what I said before. You have to separate. A very good example is if the police catch the robbers and the people, the politicians, I wouldn't say all, some politicians set them free. Where is the encouragement for the police or the groundwork to do the job? If the coaches put up the players to the selection committee and the selection committee do only listens among themselves, how can the game improve?
Okay.
I mentioned already that.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to replace Lee Chong Wei? It takes 4 years. 4 years to groom as I say, from the junior. Like today, we have all the junior champions at junior level. Within the junior level to the senior level, we got nothing.
Right.
And we got people, as I mentioned before, leaving the state team, leaving the training where the state has brought in all the top people, now giving them schooling, everything at junior level. But don't go up. Something wrong with the system. Not the system. The system is copied from China, copied from Russia, from all the top games. But it's administrated wrongly by some officials. Some, I mentioned. Please emphasize some.
Okay.
But who can correct them? The top. The Minister of Sports, the Minister, the Director of the education, or if the president is interested in badminton. I can quote very definitely Tone's wife.
Yeah.
She has been the inspiration.
Correct.
If she can overrule all these things, nobody can. So if you want to talk about replacing Choong Wei, it's only one way to go. The people who have the power, the people who make the plans, must have the power to enforce. If you don't enforce, you put your plans down the line, you won't recognize your plan. The interpretation, the implementation of the plans, completely different.
Okay, that's true. Badminton League Malaysia, we are trying to start the badminton league. Do you think it will increase the level of the players, especially the backup players, and why?
Well, as I said, the pyramid to the top is like a triangle. Okay, the champion is there, but you need the base. The bigger the base, whatever the league, whatever you bring in, even if you bring the league at different age level, they will bring the children. They are supporters to bring the children down to the pyramid to replace. China is good because it got even one state is bigger than the population of Malaysia.
Correct.
Playing badminton. One state. I want them to play just mixed doubles.
Correct.
So definitely, anybody interested in doing good for badminton will improve.
Okay. Do you support the league? And
Of
why?
course.
Okay.
Of course.
Can wait. You just published a book on badminton. Is this the first book that you have ever published?
No, I published 3 books.
Okay.
One is a basic badminton in the 50s. I published with a friend. Is the 3: the how, the where and when, and the why. Basic badminton. It went into very thorough about the how, not the how, the when and where, and the different styles and what controls what.
Okay.
But the why came in the second book about the mentality. I published with Ngui Ki Beng. Okay, it tells about the mental capacity, and we went into 3 other top athletes. So this third book is actually a combination of the history. It goes down about if you read about carefully about the family support.
Right.
And the whole.
Okay. What led you into writing this book?
You see, I find as you get older in life, like today, I read about our squash player Nicole David. In life, I think if you ask yourself, why are you here? If you are good enough in something, you should leave behind a record for someone to break. If the record is broken, then the whatever you do, whether it's squash, badminton, or whatever you do, society, mankind would improve.
Okay.
So this is the main purpose. I try to create a record, and what even Nicole David now is doing, the future squash generation will try to outdo her.
Correct.
If they succeed, it's like creating a best time, whether you're running a marathon or whatever. That's called progress.
Okay.
To me, that is very satisfying.
Okay. Okay. What can we learn or find out from reading this book?
Well, it's a book of history. My family has been here 200 years. And also about the badminton, what I've gone through, how it began.
Okay, okay. The history of your badminton career lah.
As well as my family.
Okay, great. What would be your advice to young aspiring badminton players out there?
As I say, the purpose is important. The objective. Why do you want to play badminton? What is your love for badminton? What is your objective? You must have, you see, if you love something, you have an objective, you will suffer for it. You love it. It's no longer suffer. You cannot feel the pain you go through. You know, like the marathon runner, they run until they seem to running against a wall. They're running backwards, but the champion can break that wall. Mental. The mental of the human body is the less used ever in a human body. If you take the strength and the ability of a person completely change, you say people go into trance, people under hypnotic thing, people who are mad, they have 10 times the strength. Our mental, we underuse our mental capacity.
Okay. Okay. That concludes our interview. Thank you, Dato'.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so can we okay.